Hi there, this is Just a Girl in Camas, Alicia King, and I am actually here in downtown Camas, middle of October on a beautiful, stunning, sunny day, and I am here with a special guest today. I'm actually here with Nan Henriksen. Thank you for meeting me today, Nan.
I appreciate this
All right.
interview.
Yes, I am honored actually to interview you. Nan has been on my list for a while, and if you don't know Nan, I'm just going to ramble off a couple things because the list is too long, Nan. She recently was honored as Citizen of the Year by Clark County, right?
In Clark County.
In Clark
It's actually
County.
the foundation it puts it on.
All right. So Nan is going to be honored next week as Citizen of the Year. And if you don't know, Nan was actually also the mayor of Camas and was here when a lot of changes were going on in Camas. Businesses were changing, the town was changing. So I'd like to chat with Nan a little bit today about her being honored. And then we're going to touch base on her time here on Camas, how it was when she was the mayor, and how she sees the city right now. So Nan, let's chat.
Okay.
All right. So you're being honored, a very wonderful honor, I should say. How did this come about? And I know there's lots of reasons for this, but let's touch on a few of those.
Well, it's a wonderful honor for me and for East Clark County because these awards have been going on for 70 plus years, and I never remember anyone from East Clark County being named Clark County Citizen of the Year. So I feel particularly blessed. And this event they're having next week sounds like it's going to be a wonderful reception. And I tell folks that they're planning this huge celebration of life, and I didn't even have to die.
Nan! No, because you're 73 years young, right?
It's such a blessing. I'm only 73, but I have lots of structural issues and many surgeries that you have to sign the form that says you may not make it out of this. So it's
Oh my gosh.
it's a great privilege to be able to see this celebration of my life.
That's wonderful, Nan. And I would have to say you have had quite a life. You have had quite a life. And all of your life of 73 years has been here in Camas, Washington.
Well, I was born in Camas, Washington, and graduated from Camas High School. I did go away for 5 or 6 years to study at the University of Washington. But other than that, I am Camas born, raised, and I love Camas.
And you love Camas. That's great. So, Nan, when were you mayor here in Camas, Washington?
Well, back in the early 80s, I ran for city council.
Which is a good place to start, right? If you're stepping in.
Excellent place to start. I had been very active in the Chamber of Commerce because I was running Save on Drug Nan's Hallmark out in between Camas and Washougal. And I got very tired of folks complaining about the city council, but then not filing. So the last day of filing, I ran for city council and won.
You did? You put your name in?
Yeah, I put my name in. And then 2 years later, I'm sitting on the council, and I'm not happy with the mayor and what's happening. So then I signed up again. And
Another term for the council, or you went for mayor?
I ran for mayor against the incumbent and spent 9 years as mayor of Camas.
Wow.
And it was exciting times. It was difficult for my business and my personal life, but the city of Camas and our future was a top priority for me.
So if I can touch base a little bit, when Nan was in office, there were a lot of changes going on at the mill. The city was kind of evolving. We needed employment in the city and kind of a vision of where the city could go in the future. So tell me about your vision and what you saw and what you did to make that vision happen for the city.
Well, our vision, the city's vision was a real challenge because our beautiful little community is surrounded by water, mountains, and there was no place directly to grow. So we were looking at going out into the Fisher Basin, taking a leap out into the Fisher Basin, which had real risks. So my first priority was to have the city do a lot of homework to check the odds of the ability for us to succeed. We really needed to diversify our tax base, but we also didn't want to further dilute it by a failed leap into the Fisher Basin. So we did a lot of homework, and finally I took it all to the city council and said, this is your decision. Do we go for it or not? If you decide to go for it, I will work my darndest to make it happen. And luckily, it did happen, and it is a success. And I am so grateful because when we started this, there were 2,500 employees at the local paper mill, and now there's maybe 500 with a lot less assessed valuation. So our diversification of the tax base has been great for our community, our schools, everything.
And explaining that a little bit, we're talking about some of the other industries you helped bring to Camas, some of those high-tech industries that are over.
And before that,
Nan's got her friends down here.
before we did it, we needed to make sure we had plans in place. We knew growth was coming. The question was, could we plan and control that growth so it would create a viable, wonderful community?
Right.
And so that was huge. And even before we started attracting, we did our homework in that way.
So I think the common thread I heard there, well, actually, I heard a lot of wonderful things, but this could be a message for everyone on a lot of levels. Nan did her homework. So for you out there wanting to make changes or make some of those knee-jerk reactions, you do need to do your homework on how things will affect. For kids out there, you need to do your homework. It affects your studies and everything. Homework and studying can really help you make some good decisions and big decisions that can affect a lot of people. So Nan, when you look at the city now and you see the changes that have taken place, and when we talk about growth, I'm not just talking about a little growth. This city is expanding by leaps and bounds. What do you see now in the city of Camas, and what do you see for a future from your experience? Where do you see this city going? Where do you hope it's going?
Well, I want to really compliment the mayors after me, because one of my greatest fears is that someone would be elected and abandon the plan. We have a problem in Clark County in that good industrial land has not been saved for good industries. And so my major concern was something like that might happen, or the high standards for residential development might be lessened. But the community has grown I'm so proud of it because it's grown in such a positive quality way that it's a wonderful place to live, work, learn, all the good things.
It sure is. I hope that we can continue to keep Camas that way. I think you really started a neat thing here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think your influence and your knowledge and the person you are has really had a great influence on this city.
Well, I appreciate this opportunity.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. I think your honor is wonderful and you're very deserving of it.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nan. It's an honor to know Nan. She is a native here in Camas. If you see Nan around, say hi. Friendliest woman and lots of topics she is very well spoken on. So if you have any questions maybe about our city or the county, I can't even get into the charter she started last year. There's so many neat things that Nan has done, but really a gem here in Camas. And thank you for this interview today.
Thank you so much.
All right. This is Just a Girl in Camas, Alicia King. Thank you.